Hello everybody, I'm Chimp and welcome to a Minecraft video. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this really cool idea that I had for a quad TNT farm. Now this is way too much to put in one video, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make this multi-video series. There's going to be 4 different farms, a cobblestone generator, a basalt generator, a concrete generator, and a tree farm, all in one. And you can have a single TNT dispenser that can activate all of them. So in today's video, we're going to focus on this tree farm that I made. This is actually a design that I made myself. I'll just show you really quick how it works, and then we'll get into actually designing it for yourself. Basically, you turn this on, and you turn this on. And you just hold right click on this dirt block, and as soon as the tree grows, this entire thing goes off and it will push these in. All the leaves get destroyed, so the saplings will come back to you. There's a few losses, but it's net positive. It's infinite. You'll have extra saplings. And then basically it's going to push it out here, and this is where the TNT will blow up. Somewhere around here. You get TNT, it blows up, and you can collect all your wood. So in order to make this farm, these are the materials you'll need. All of them are counted out as close as I could get to the right amount. You'll need 1 actual obsidian, and these 6 are just any immovable blocks. I used obsidian in this tutorial, but it could be obsidian, it could be furnaces, anything else that's not affected by slime blocks or honey blocks. You also need 7 water buckets, which by that I mean 7 water sources. So you could do this with 2 water buckets and an infinite water source. You'll also need as much TNT as you can get, as much bone meal as you can get, and at least 1 oak sapling to get you started. For the TNT, you could use a TNT duper, but I did not use that for this tutorial. I just put a dispenser and filled it with TNT. Okay, so we're going to start off with a dirt block. This is where we're going to plant our tree. Next to that, we're going to put a dispenser. This is where the bone meal is going to go. And now we're going to dig down a few blocks around this space, and we're going to put 3 droppers looking up into each other. Next, you're going to want an observer looking at this block here. Put a note block. And come behind, and you're going to put another observer here and an observer here, so they're looking into each other, and this creates a clock. And then you want a sticky piston right here, and you can put a lever on the back of that. And this lever is how we turn on and off the bone meal system. Then we're going to put any building block here, a redstone on top of both of those, and the system will work. So you can turn this on, put some items in the bottom, and you see they come out the top. But yeah, this is the system for the bone meal dispensing. So you can just fill all 4 of these droppers and this dispenser with bone meal. And now when you plant a sapling, we're going to use oak as an example. You see the tree grows. And when you break the tree down and plant another one grows. So there you go. This is the basics of the farm. Technically, if you don't want to do anything else, you can stop here and just have this system and chop the trees yourself. And, it's a lot cheaper and it does work. So, maybe this is all you want to do. But we're not content stopping there, right? So now that this is all set up, we're going to have to put in the hoppers to catch all the saplings and feed them back to us. We'll start off with this block is where we're going to stand, and a dispenser next to it. This block where we're going to stand, put a trapdoor on top of that. And this is actually where you're going to stand. And if you're wondering where this trapdoor is, you go out 1, and over 1, and it's right here. You can take out these building blocks. This was just a show. So then we want all the hoppers to feed into this dispenser, and I'll show you exactly how you should place them, because all the hoppers have to feed into each other. So you're going to come 4 back like this, and then you're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4 back, so you're in line with this block here. Then build 1, 2, 3 going into these 3, another one here, and then all the way going back again and into these 2. Hopefully you got that. This one should be empty, and these 2 should be empty. Now, if you're wondering why these are empty, I'll show you right now. The next thing we're going to do is we want to put 2 observers looking up like this. Beneath this, we'll put any building block with a redstone dust, and then we'll come down 1, put another redstone dust, and just bring this along and come up. There's a line of redstone dust here, and we'll connect into this a bit later. The next thing we're going to do is limit the size of our trees. So we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just put any block here and just leave it. This block is just going to stay there. When you grow a tree, it will not get any taller than this block. Do it again. You see it's the same size again. Now we're going to activate this automatically. So to make that happen, put some building blocks just to know that this is a circuit. And then comparator, repeater, don't have to change the ticks, and just redstone dust along like that. And I'll just put a lever right here next to it, and this is how you activate it. So if there's any blocks in here, it'll start automatically dropping them until it runs out. I can put these blocks in and turn this on to stop it. Next, we're going to put 2 building blocks here and put a trapdoor like this. And that's basically to catch the items as they come out. So everything stays right where you're standing, or at least close enough. So now we've got this part done, let's start putting in the pistons. So next to this block, we're going to build up 2 with any temporary block. Then put a sticky piston, and then a regular piston. Take out the bottom one there. And then we'll do sticky piston, regular piston, sticky piston, regular piston, up until there's 5. Like this. And then on the back, put any solid building blocks on these 3 pistons. Put a slab on the top half of those 3. Then temporary building blocks. And slabs again on the top half. Now put a solid block here. And dust on all of these blocks. And this is a setup for the double piston extender, what we're going to build here, right here. We'll start by coming 2 blocks out from this dispenser, putting 2 slime blocks on the bottom. Then put 4 honey blocks on top of that. Then 5 slime blocks on top of that. And repeat with 5. And so you have 4 rows of 5. And it should be right under this top block. And again on the other side, when you come out, this time go up 1. And this time you can go across all 5. So on this side there should be 5 rows of 5 honey blocks and slime blocks, ending at the same height as the other side. Our next step is to put a redstone block on these 3 spaces, and then we'll fill every other spot on this wall with fence gates. And it should look something like this when you're done. And do the same thing on the other side, that'll look something like this. Once you have this whole slime block and honey blocks in place, come out here, put a few temporary blocks, and you're going to put 2 sticky pistons, and then repeat this all the way up. There's 2 sticky pistons behind every single sticky block. And then we'll put immovable blocks on these 3 spaces with any building block next to them, and the same on the back. And repeat this pattern over here where we have slabs on the top half, then some temporary blocks and slabs, and again here, and take out all the temporary blocks. And then you can connect these up with a straight line and put redstone on top of every single block. On this block we're going to put a repeater, set it to 2 ticks like that, and then have stairs coming down, and bring this over to connect to your main source. 1, 2, 3, put a repeater, don't change the ticks, and connect this all the way up. Now this side is done, so you can come over to this side and repeat the exact same thing. And there you have it. Now both sides are completely wired up. The next part of this, I'm going to try and compact this wood so that the TNT is blowing up more at once. So we'll count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll put a note block on top of these, a dispenser looking at that note block, and a row of pistons coming down into the wood. Then on the side here, we're going to make a staircase coming down like this. Take out these temporary blocks. And when you activate this, so now it pushes out. And that'll happen automatically now too. As soon as a wood gets pushed over, the whole thing gets pushed. We'll do this one more time. Count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put a note block here, an observer watching it. Take out these temporary blocks. And this time, we're going to put, again, 4 pistons coming down, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going over. So you have a wall of pistons like this. And again on the back, we'll put blocks on these 2 rows here. Make a little staircase between them. And put redstone dust on top of every block. Now your machine is done. Once again, to show you that this works, as soon as the instrument changes, all of the pistons will push. So now we have basically the entire machine done. The only thing left is the TNT and collection area. So to blow this stuff up, we're going to come over here, we're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks. Subtract 1 for safety, and come down so you're in line with the center here. So right there is where we're going to build this is the block we want our TNT to land on. So I'd like to make a correction. You want this obsidian to be 1 block lower than I had initially said. So it'll be in line with the bottom row of your wood. So now we're going to build up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just put a dispenser right there facing down. Take out all these blocks. Oops, not the obsidian. And we'll fill this with TNT. I'll put some blocks around this to kind of guide the TNT to go straight. As you can see, it will. So now the TNT will fall perfectly straight onto the block. And from there, we're going to build a clock. So we'll have a redstone block with 2 sticky pistons, hoppers facing into each other like this. We'll put a comparator with redstone dust on top and the same on this side. If we just connect this, so now you put 8 of any block into one of these hoppers, let the system be on, and now it'll start ticking. Now we can put some TNT in here and show it. Perfect, this seems to be timed really well. And then from this obsidian, you're going to come down, make sure you have enough space. Centered on the wood, you come out 1 from each side and go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks below the wood and put water all along this, and then you put a row of hoppers facing into each other like so. And at the end, you can just put a chest and all your wood should end up in this chest. Okay, so I've let this run for about like 3 minutes or so. Let's see how much we got. Holy, almost 5 stacks already. This farm is going to give you so much wood. So based on the roughly 2.5 minutes that I ran this farm just now, you get about 7,584 logs per hour. That's a lot of logs. That'd give you about 118 stacks, which is 4 entire chestfuls from a single hour. Wow, I'm going to have way too much wood to know what to do with. Even though these rates are honestly pretty good, it only works for oak saplings. Due to the height limit I put on here and the amount of leaves, you can only use oak saplings in this farm. But you'll get a pretty good amount. Like I said, that 7,584 or like over 4 entire chestfuls every hour. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you thought about my farm. If you have any ideas about how to improve it, or you know what was good, what was bad, and let me know if you built it in your own world and how it works out for you. Hopefully this is able to be helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Then as soon as the clock finishes ticking, oh god. okay, it's fine. So I've let this run for just a few minutes now, and let's see how much wood we've got. Oh my god, that's already like 4 stacks, actually. I didn't even like make that up. This is just exactly 4 stacks. That looks cap. That looks so cap. I'm gonna try and do it a little bit more.